Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more RimWorld. Alrighty, so in the previous episode, not only did we have to deal with quite a few nasty little things that occurred, but we managed to get through it no problem. So in this episode, as promised, what we're going to be doing is we are going to try and get as much progress as possible, as per the usual. But big goals. Steel. We need just unlimited amounts of steel. Friends. We could use some more friends. And more titles. That is probably the hardest one. Also, if we could get the Twisted Monolith at some point, that'd be pretty cool. But, I think what I'm gonna do is we are just gonna do our darndest to scan as much as physically possible so that we can try to actually get a little bit of extra steel. Now, we do have a couple little pieces here and there that do have steel, but this is not nearly enough. No. Not even by a long shot. It is not even remotely close. Also, we need to work on our food, because our food is doing absolutely terrible. So, we have chocolate growing. I wouldn't really consider that food, per se, but it is something. And we also need to replant all of our potato plants, replant our rice, and replant this rice. I don't know why we're not. What I do know is I'm gonna do work drive right over here on Bartos. That way, the moment Bartos is up and at him, Bartos will be working at maximum efficiency, hopefully. It is also stupidly hot outside, so, you know, that's great. Honestly, we could start butchering a few pigs and boars. That's probably not a bad idea. I'm sorry for what I must do, little ones, but I need food. Okay, so I'm gonna guarantee that some males and females are still alive, because otherwise we're in trouble. Female, male, female. You're older. Let's see, female. We're not gonna go for the wiglets. Wiglets? Piglets? We're not gonna go for the wiglets, because they just won't give enough food. They're made out of rock, for the most part. But, yeah. Our goal in today's episode is to catch up on the food and get ahead on the steel as much as possible. I will also be trying to go and trade with people, but we've already seen that our chem fuel is a little bit hard to get. Corn is dangerous. Okay, I don't believe you for a minute, but we are also getting a little bit of twisted meat. So, you know, that's chem fuel, I guess. And once we're able to do it, we are going to have some berry maker dryads, which are going to be producing a little bit of food. And then we are going to have medicine maker dryads. So, you know, we have stuff incoming. It's just a matter of, not dying first. You know, that would be nice. Also, if we can roll the 2% to get a male and female Thrumbo, that's legit, like, I think the best fur in the game that we can get. I think. It would certainly make sense. Also, I believe this is Suki's? Yeah, Suki, come get your weapon. Okay, and here's what else I'm doing. We are gonna put down some mortars. We're doing one right here, and eventually we're gonna put one down here as well. My thinking is, I don't know how good they're gonna be, truthfully. I've never used mortars in my life. But, in theory, they should allow us to get a massive drop on any potential intruders that are not immediately attacking. If they immediately attack, that's a bit of a different story. But if they don't, then we'll see what happens. We could technically hunt some elephants and rhinos, by the way. We'll think about that. But if we're really, really desperate for food, it is an option. Right now we are harvesting berries, though, and also all of our boars and pigs will make for a fine temporary meal. Alright, minor plan incoming. So, here's what we're gonna do. We are just a little bit on the unhappy side, and we have plenty of bioferrite, so why don't we do just a little tiny bit of a dark psychic ritual. That way we can actually be a little bit happier, because despite how it might look, now I know... Let's try that one more time. This time actually going according to plan. So, we are still missing 2 void sculptures and 4 shard beacons. So as far as our dark psychic rituals go, we can actually get significantly better. But for now, we do this. Yippee! So, for the next 6.5 days, everyone will be happier, but work just a teeny tiny bit slower. Then, over here, I'm making a royalty room. Eventually, we're gonna have to house a bunch of royals. So what I'm thinking is if we house multiple royals, they need really good bedrooms. So we may as well get that started right here and now, and hopefully, by the time they actually show up, we'll be good to go. Then, honestly, not much has changed just yet. I'm waiting for a lot of our dryads to get somewhat ready, and then we are going to change them into food. And it's gonna be good. For now, though, we simply must suffer, because we do not have quite enough food, but luckily we do have enough animals, and what is growing should get us by. We still need steel, we still need a trade. But alas, at least progress is being made. I am also adding some drapes to Crimson's room because, would you believe it, she needs drapes. And we're expanding Puppeteer's bedroom because he is going to need them eventually as well. So, you know, might as well just get going on that. I was debating doing some, like, of the gold super special doors for all the bedrooms, but unless it like actively tells us we need that, I think I'd rather just save on the gold. You know what I would like to get? The Twisted Monolith. That way we can get started on that whole process. It's gonna be something. But the sooner we can do it, the sooner we're gonna get hyper buffed. I am also still debating if I want to do the bionic limbs on most of our other people. I don't know. In theory, it's a good idea. In practice, I really have not a clue, so I guess we'll just see how it goes when we get there. Also, I'm going to give King of Noob a brand new Psycast. It is somewhat hot out here, but you know what? That's alright. Quest available, allies with enemies. We'll check on that in just a minute, because King of Noob is now linked to the Anima Tree. Yippee! Which means King of Noob, after all this time, can become a runesmith. Etch Rune Circle. Draws a standard rune circle on the ground at the targeted location. While it does nothing on its own, it acts as a foci for all non-rune circle etching abilities of the runesmith. Records 50% of the user's psychic sensitivity as psychic charge, which empowers future psycasts involving this rune circle. I barely know what that means, but okay. Sure, I guess that works for me. So we do Etch Rune Circle Okay, now, step here, and, ooh, very long cast time. Boom. The circle has been prepared. Also, what is this quest? They want 7 people to be guarded, and there will be 12 snipers. No. Although, 760... Oh, that is... That is a painful thing to say no to, but I just don't think we're ready. Not all of our turrets are set up, and we don't have the food to support 7 more people. Oh, that's so painful. Well, you know what time it is. We got a song that I don't hear often. So that means it's time to abduct some poor individual. Alright, let's do this. So, Puppeteer can handle 1 more puppet. So, it feels only befitting that we streamline the process just a tad. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here it comes. The music begins, and now, let us see who we may bring into our fold. What in the world? Ooh, a Neanderthal with tough. We take that. Now I'm pretty sure we can't force them to join us right now, right? And it looks as though Quail has become Puppeteer himself. What a weird thing. So, with that being said, it looks like Quail is gonna be a real fine addition. Right, you don't keep the tough trait. Okay, that's fine. I just thought you would keep the tough trait because Elyrith kept the delicate trait. So, you know, it is what it is. Now, granted, Neanderthals do feel reduced pain, and they naturally take 25% less melee damage and deal 50% more melee damage. So, it still works. It's just not as insane as it would have been, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and assign you to melee. Oh, yes. I do so love when a plan comes together. So, they're both gonna be knocked out for a little bit, but you know what? That's okay. Also, our, Reclaim Biopack strategy of making all of this fertile land, ooh, it is working nicely. I'm also doing something really experimental. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but... oh, Puppeteer re-equipped his weapon. Okay, great. But what we're doing, I'm testing out Nutrifungus. My reason for it, it's a lot less energy from our sun lamp, and I don't know how good Nutrifungus actually is. So, we're gonna do 1 harvest of it. That way we can just know how good or bad it actually is. And if it's terrible, we'll go back to rice. If it's good, well, we'll be in business. We do also have a combat supplier on the way, and I'm kinda hoping that they don't step on these marble traps that I have set. We'll find out in a moment now, won't we? Don't step on the traps, don't step on the traps. Okay. I don't think they set off the traps. Okay. Fantastic. Whew. Here's a better question. Do the spike traps just flat not go off on humans? Because that's a bit of a problem if that's the case. I figured just a little bit of trapping would probably be good, because then it's like, oh no, they're running right at us. Oh, and then boom, they take a bit of trap damage. Like, it's, you know, it's not a lot, but it'll do. By the way, we have a crap ton of ambrosia just saved up because we have so many sprouts. What the heck is a tabar? A short spear handle attached to a long bladed point designed to be driven into vital organs with a thrust. Oh. It sounds painful. Let's see. Do they have anything really of use? They do have a Zeus hammer, which, I'm gonna be honest, I would love for Puppeteer. But we must focus on the here and now. EMP shells, The Durasteel is interesting. You know what? Oh, the advanced ceramics are kind of nice as well. I'll tell you what. I want 50 of both. That will cost us a little bit, but we give you the rest of our ambrosia as well. Yippee! Also, we finished artificial metabolism. And last but not least, Silvermane, what you doing? And last but not least, as per requested, and because I totally agree, wait for it, Silvermane now has a brand new rifle. And of course, it is an excellent quality charge rifle with, I don't know, some kind of dinosaur bones on top of it. Hey, either way, I'm not complaining. As far as Psycast goes, it looks like King of Noob just got a little bit of an upgrade, so I don't know what half of these do, but we're gonna figure it out. Engraves the mental rune of Ewaz in the minds of all entities within a large radius of the targeted rune circle. Increases the movement speed of all afflicted for 120 seconds. Increased by an additional second per 1% psychic sensitivity over 100%. That seems interesting. Stuns all afflicted. Alge's rune. I know what that is just because of Isaac. Decreases damage taken of all afflicted. Okay. This is a weird psychic tree. We also have the greater rune circle. Manaz. Oh, these are very odd. Issa, freezing moisture. It'll spawn a defensive obelisk. Why don't we just start with movement speed and we'll just, you know, we'll call that really good. I guess we could, you know what? We could etch a rune circle. You know, if we go etch a rune circle in our hangout room. Oh, we can't. Interesting. So we can only have one. So if I invoke... That's odd. So what is... Hang on. So invoke and then the... Must target a rune circle. Okay. Interesting. Right. Okay, so theoretically, this is dumb, but let's just have everybody all group up in King of Noob's room, because I want to try this. Okay, now that we're all grouped up in King of Noob's room, we could do this. Okay, we're still waiting on just a few people. Wait for it. Hang on. Okay. So now we invoke Okay, now for 2 minutes, everybody is moving significantly faster. Holy yeah, they are! We're on 1 times speed, and people are frickin' booking it! Okay, that's interesting. 7 hours in-game, 140% movement speed. Okay, yeah, so King of Noob requesting the rune circle, I'm understanding why now. Circle recharges in 10 days. Ouch! Okay. But that recharge time is nasty. Okay. Well, you know what? It is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Good to know. Very good to know indeed. Okay. Alright. So it's like that, huh? Wait a minute. This has happened twice now. Also, they absolutely hate us because we attacked a member. You know what? I noticed this the first time, and now I'm noticing it again. Is this what Puppeteer was warning me about? Also, they absolutely hate us. This Dryad is 431 years old? What? Interesting. So the first time was not a fluke. I didn't know what I was seeing. But now I think I do. I think that there is always a small chance. By the way, they dropped that Zeus hammer. That still sucks really bad. I would have preferred not to make enemies with them, but I guess it is what it is. Okay. So randomly, one of them will turn into a deserter and try to attack us, because that is now the second time that that has happened. Scary. Very, very scary indeed. Well, unfortunately we're enemies with them, but that's kind of what you get for trying to kill us. Well, well, the Windwren tribe has arrived to do a little bit of negotiation. I don't know what we're gonna give them, I'm gonna be honest, but if they're selling steel, then I'll take it. They are not, so therefore, we won't be taking it. However, I will take 40 of their DU composite steel, and in return, you can have 250 herbal medicine, because we're gonna get a whole lot more. There really isn't a whole lot else that I want. They are our ally. So you know what? Boom, we go up to 55. We don't make as much money as I would have liked, but it's fine. So let's go ahead and haul this, get it out of the way. Interesting that they decided to come down here. So, I mean, if they turn on us for whatever reason, at the very least, it won't be too big of a problem. Bartos has gotten the flu. And also, Burton has become an adult. Yeah, I think we're gonna set Burton to just be like a worker and stuff, because, oh my god. Wow, these all suck. Xenophile, Body Purist, Slowpoke, Lazy, Misandrist, and Wimp. Xenophile, then, I guess. We'll also do, medical, animals, and plants. Why not? May as well get a little bit of passion into everything. Okay, so Burton sucks, big time. Well, what are you gonna do? So, alright then, Burton, you are not going to be one of our fighters. That is, quite simply, how it's gonna go. Let's see, so, in that case, well... I am just going to set you... Doing all that... Plant cutting as a just in case. Drugs as a just in case. Drill. Okay. Yeah, that's about as good as that's gonna get, huh? Okie dokie then. Now what I am gonna do, I'm gonna set quail to be very high priority as far as refining and fabricating goes. Machining we're gonna set to 3. And crafting, we're gonna set to 2 as well. That means a puppeteer no longer has to worry about it as much. And instead, can worry about machining, smithing, not tailoring, because that's Chalky's thing. And then we can set smithing right here. No, smithing right here. Yeah, okay. So you know what? Even though Puppeteer is basically splitting his mind between himself and 2 other people, kind of works out for us, oddly enough. I am also getting the passenger shuttle ready to go. It looks like it's ready right now after we're done feeding Bartos. Then it's time to go a-trading. Let's also make sure that none of you guys are randomly going to turn into a deserter faction and try to kill us. Hopefully not. Okay. I need steel. Desperately. Just nobody is our friend. Oh, man. Alright, well, let's go trade with the refugee empire, then. Okay, they won't take all of our stuff, but that's fine. Are they selling steel? They are selling a death rest capacity. That's of note. We don't have enough money for it, but oh, I want it so bad, but we need steel! Urgh! It's fine. Everything is fine. Colossus toads, huh? While safe to eat, its thick skin secretes an unpleasant slime. What? You can have it set to guard and attack? What? Oh, what a weird pet. Meat amount, 112. Holy! Wow, so they're, like, insane for food? I kinda wanna try him. I kinda wanna try him out. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Now we wait. Time to launch. Alrighty, back home we go. And right here. Yippee! And our 2 Colossus toads are here. So, they're already tame. They are a tiny bit wild, but that's okay. Okay, well, you guys hang out then. Interesting, they're just gonna wander around our base, huh? Huh, okay. Well, I don't know how good they are, but I am equally a-okay with just eating them if the time comes. I guess we could put them... Hang on. Code. Interesting. They don't go into a pen at all. Huh. Okay. Well, in that case, I am gonna mess with the animals tab. And then I guess we'll just let them sorta roam around and do their thing. I will need to double check if they get overly hot or not. Because if they get super, super hot, and die, that's no good. Wait a minute, available cornerstone. Oh my goodness, we only get 2 of these. So we gotta make this work. Okay, so what do we want? This is for everybody in the colony. I like swift winds. I like decreased mental break, but that really hasn't been too big of a problem lately. Immunity to diseases could be nice. Injuries heal 10% faster. We can deal with that. More negotiation, trade prices. Chance to tame animals. Wow. 5% global work speed. Oh, that sounds so good. Dude, it might have to be that one. The global work speed. I do also like the movement speed. The work speed and the movement speed so far are like the ones. Medical tend. Tend quality is improved by 5%. Oh, shooting accuracy is increased by 5%. Oh, dude, I wish. Oh, you know what? I love the idea of the movement speed, but we can do that with limbs. What we can't do is a 5% for everybody forever global work speed. And so, everybody now works 5% faster on everything. Eventually, we'll have bionic strider legs and we'll all have a ton of extra movement speed. That moment is not currently. Debatably, the movement speed would have been a little bit better, but you know what? All of our stuff is so close, quote, quote, together now that I feel like that 5% is just going to save us more time than the actual movement speed. It's debatable. It's close. But I think I prefer the work. What? We have a second one? Wait, it's giving us 2 cornerstones? Wait a minute. I feel like that's not supposed to be the case. I thought we're only supposed to have 1. How far in the tree are we? So hang on, let me. So 1, 2. Because I think the total you're allowed is 5, maybe 6. Huh? I feel like that's too many. Although, I mean, literally, our icon and everything changed. Well, don't mind if I do. Sure, I'll take both the 5% work speed and the movement speed, yeah! That seems pretty good to me, a little unexpected. But I'm also not gonna say no. Well, well, well. So, we have a bit of an interesting quest on our hands. It is a huge mechanoid cluster, but we get 5 mercenary gunners while we do. So, I'm really debating doing it. We do get a death rest majiggy. I kinda wanted to go for the good reputation, but you know what? I don't think that we can afford it, so oh well. How much longer are we death resting? 1 day. Okay, you know what? We're gonna wait just a bit because I'm sorta worried that this mech cluster might go really bad, so I would like to have a majority of our fighters. Let's see here. Now, I did amp up our security. So, these 2 bioferrite mini turrets do have a limestone wall behind them, because if they explode, this power conduit immediately goes bye-bye, and that's not good. Still have the autocannon and the uranium slug turret. They're ready to go. We have this autocannon turret just to cut off anyone who's trying to pull a sneaky. And then if somehow they get all the way into our actual main hallway, we have this autocannon turret with the sole purpose of mowing whoever remains down. And we'll just see how that goes. I did also slightly adjust the stay inside animals and children, so everything is pretty up to date. Issue we're currently running into, we need more components, and we also need advanced components. So, yeah, you know, that's real fun. Apparently our grid excess is like really high, and that's because we're in the middle of the night. Guess what? It would have been even worse if we still had this sun lamp going, so the Nutrifungus is doing okay, at least for now. We also have actually a decent stockpile of food, so shall we? Now, I'm gonna be honest, all three of these seem like such a good option. Death rest capacity, obviously very good. 13 L-Techs, very good. Or 47 Goodwill, which will put us at a whopping 60 Goodwill. We would only need 15 more to make the Riondel Empire our friends. Now, I am leaning a little bit more towards making them friends because of the fact that, you know, we did sort of just anger one of the other empires because we attacked one of their people who was trying to attack us. But, you know, we're just gonna pretend that that's not fully the case. And 600 uranium as well, by the way. Here we go! So, let's take a look at the people that we got. They do not look particularly well armored. So, let's see. I think Lyra's really pretty, actually. You are in all cloth with a revolver, but you do have a prestige shield ring. Do you have a death acidifier? You don't. Well, when you die, I will be taking that. Let's see, you have a machine gun, ammo pack, tiny bit of armor, mainly flak. You have a heavy SMG and a shield. Bolt action, revolver. Man, these guys suck. Okay. Well, let's go make the magic happen, shall we? So, I'm sort of thinking we want to do this the explosion way. Now, we don't actually need to go attack until our friends have died. So let's see, you have the bolt action, so I'm gonna send you over here. Alright, let's see if they trigger anything on their way. No, they actually did really well. Okay, let's have you come straight down. You come straight down as well. Okay, that went better than anticipated, I'll tell you that. Countdown activator. Mech drop beacon. Oh, good. This is gonna be way harder than I thought it was. Let's have you come right here. Do we want to bring our own people into this? Yeah, we probably do, right? How much longer? 16 hours of death rest? Alright. We're just gonna watch everyone and see how it goes, because we do have time. And we can call aid with both Puppeteer and Crimson. Okay, well, they got hungry and decided to totally leave their positions, so this just got significantly harder. You know, for simplicity, let's just have our own people somewhat nearby, just in case. Alrighty, here we go. We're gonna see how our little buddies do, and then, depending on how it goes, we will join them. Oh boy, a centipede. Alright. Wow, you got knocked down instantly. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely going to be something that we need to assist with. Although, truth be told, I mean, it's not going super, super terrible. We do still have these two auto-charge cannons, but if we move in the right direction, it actually won't be too big. Thank you. But if we move in the right direction, it actually won't be, like, too bad. Nope. Okay, Lyra, let's start shooting here. Val is doing a surprisingly good job. Oh, well, there goes that entire wall. Alright, Lyra, you're in a bad spot. Tell you what, why don't you rescue your buddies and try not to die? Let's see, we are now all together, so let's start making a move. Why not? We will assist our friends. Okay, Lyra was immediately knocked down. She was only in cloth, so it makes sense. Okay. Follow-up idea. Let's move right down this way. Okay, we are getting shot at, but that's okay. We're trying to take the angles that they can't deal with. Okay, we are now in position. Alright. How do we want to do this? Because it is going to be bad regardless of how we do it. Suki has not very good gear on, so we're going to have her not lead the charge. Anna, I want you over here. That way you can start sniping. Silvermane. There really is not very many good spots for you, but let's have you move up front. Okay, then Yuya, Zero, I want both of you to run towards this turret. Quail, Elyrith, I want both of you to run at the centipede. Then Suki, you know what, Suki, you're on rescue duty. Alright, let's make it happen, Captain. Okay, so that's not ideal. Let's have Silvermane back up. Woo! And that's exactly why. You know what? Hang on. Anna, you're here. Silvermane, go where Anna is. Okay, now we're starting to move in. Suki moving to try and defend people. See, even though I think Lyra is really pretty, we kind of want her to die because she has the prestige shield ring on. So, I kind of want that. But, if we do manage to rescue some of their people... Ugh! Alright. Elyrith, go rescue, get out of here. Quail, keep attacking. Yuya, Zero, come after this one. Silvermane did take a hit. Anna is unable to see them currently. How do we want to do this? Okay, Anna, you come over here. Okay, Silvermane, good shooting. Now let's have you move up just a tad. Okay, Yuya, Zero, I want both of you to help with the centipede. Two health. Zero, do you think you can attack that in time? Nope. That sucks. Zero is down. Okay, Yuya, rescue Zero. Quail, start beating on this. Anna, go rescue Morg. Oh. Melee is in potentially a bit of trouble. Let's start shooting at this mech birther. Okay, try and get that out of the way. Crimson and Puppeteer are not up just yet. We do have a fair way to go for our actual medicine and stuff. You know what? Hang on a minute. Maybe we can make something happen here. So if we drop you, can only be cast at night. Dang. Boom. Alright, that is officially... Oh, there is still that to worry about. I do feel bad that Lyra has to die, by the way, because I do find her the prettiest out of all the ones that have joined us. But it is what it... What is she, anyway? She is a Celestia elf. I guess just sometimes they look a little different. Fine, go rescue her. We do still need to worry about this mech birther, though. So, Suki, as soon as you bring whoever you're holding over here, let's have you night. I guess you can't really night step, at least not. Well, hang on a minute. So, shadow skip, right here. Okay, now, go destroy it. Boom! The mechanoid cluster has been defeated. And we got our goodies. Yeah, like everybody is down and not doing too well. Well, the good news is we got a ton of people on the way. So I don't think we're gonna die. It just, you know, does not look super ideal right now. We are, however, using up, like, all of our beds. Man, this is about to get real exciting. Let's see, Kale, what are you up to? Well, we lost our Dark Elf. Unfortunate. Okay. It's alright. She was a puppet anyway, so it's not the worst thing. We did lose Lyra. Okay, Kale, immediately come tend. I do want that shield ring, so... Unfortunately, I want that shield. We're gonna tend to Zero, Yuya... Nobody else is around. Actually, tend to Quail. Okay, good. Who else is down and not doing too good? Silvermane's healing. Zero's being tended to. Elyrith is unfortunately dead, but it's okay. We can get another puppet. Dang, she was pretty, though. Ah! Oh, well. It's alright. Losing a puppet is not the worst thing. Losing an actual character? Significantly worse. Hey, Crimson is up and about, and so is Puppeteer. So, let's equip that, that ring, shall we? Are we super unhappy? No. So it does not count as a nasty thing. Ooh! Okay. So that's a tiny bit more ranged potential for Crimson. Yippee! And other than Elyrith dying, everything went pretty smooth. Oh yeah, we do need to make some more graves. We have a growth moment for Ruby Jr. Here's what I'm thinking. Crafting, artistic. Never a bad thing. We should probably work on that. Time to get a trait. Chemical fascination. Very neurotic. Okay, that's an interesting one. Or pluviphile. You really like the rain. I'm just gonna take, very neurotic. So I want to point out, Ruby Jr. already has Jogger, and now has very neurotic. So Ruby Jr. moves 0.55 faster, and works 45% faster. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yep, that's pretty good. I am not upset about that in the slightest. No siree. Also, I'm trying to dig out the uranium with Puppeteer over in the corpse pile. It is going well because it just finished. I am also going to use up this little bit. Why not? I have 3 doors because I am desperately trying to keep the immense heat out as much as possible, to varying degrees of success, but still, if we can avoid getting hot, then I would like to. I'm also trying to convert this random prisoner we got to be part of our ideology, and then we're just gonna let him go. We don't gain any relations, so that kind of sucks, but, you know, what are you gonna do? It is also a gas waster, which I don't really want as a puppet, so... Oh, and some of our animals have a plague. Oh, it's our toads. Very cool. Looks like it's that time of year again, where once again we have survived another year. And so, we celebrate another year of near eternal life. Yippee! Unforgettable! Nice. +8 mood for 6 days. Also, Zero and Suki got a little bit of side casting levels, so... yeah, why not? We'll encase people in ice. That seems totally normal. And Suki is all done with the Night Stalker path. Now, I believe Suki originally talked about having the Static Lord route as well. I'm gonna double check on that, but if that is the one that was requested, Suki is also going to become a Static Lord, which should be, overall, pretty nice. Our base is getting a little bit dirty. I'm gonna blame the companion dryads for that, but, you know, that's okay. We'll get it all fixed up. The visiting royalty room is just about ready to go. It is all dug out, plus we got all the uranium, so overall, you know, it is what it is. Zero currently praying to the Golden Cube waifu. She's made of dirt, but still a beauty of 8. Would probably do a little bit better if we, you know, we're meditating next to something else, but that's okay. Ruby Jr. currently watching Suki go about recycling, teaching very good lessons along the way, I'm certain. King of Noob, now having a go, Frenzy. What is this? Play remains. Written in messy Ruby Juniors. Okay, well, I don't think I'm gonna deconstruct that as in the way as it is. I'm gonna just leave that. Why not? Ooh, and Ruby Jr. immediately putting what she learned to use. You'll love to see it. Absolutely beautiful. Also, yeah, apparently we don't like eating Nutrifungus, so we're going back to rice. We tried it, it didn't work, whatever. Also, Bartosz, my kin Lyra died. So, yeah, apparently Bartosz was, a lot closer with Lyra than I thought. Probably shouldn't have killed her just for a ring. But you know what? Life goes on. After all, it was just by sheer, total, and complete accident, and totally not because we sent her in to die hoping that she would. That way we could get a really nice shield ring. That wouldn't ever happen. Come on. Do I look like the kind of guy that would do that? Come on. That isn't something that I would do. Ha 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 ha. Me oh my, looks like we're looking pretty good. So, the dark... No, they're not dark elves. What? They are the Celestia elves. My apologies. The Celestia elves are here to trade, and an exotic goods trader is also passing directly overhead. I'm pretty okay with this. So, let's see what we can do, shall we? Another death rest capacity would be amazing, because then Puppeteer gets to have all three as well. Let's do it. Why not? Don't even think about it. Just do it. We also have 2 elephants who have self-tamed, so I'll take 822 silver. Pretty please, and thank you. Let's see. What else can we afford to sell? It's exotic goods, so they're not going to take a whole lot of our stuff. Yeah, they're not gonna take much of anything of what we have. In fact, do they have steel? No. What they do have, though, is the second cataphract armor piece we need. We literally do not have a way to get enough money. Like, we would have to sell basically everything to be able to afford it right now. Which I'm kinda just not willing to do, I'm gonna be honest. It is a shame, but we have to give up the cataphract armor, at least for now. I don't think we can make enough money. Unless we don't take the death rest thingy. But I really want it, so be it. Now, once the Celestia elves are close enough, Crimson, go ahead and trade with them. Hopefully they don't turn aggressive on us. I guess we'll find out. Now, what do you guys got? A slightly cheaper death rest capacity. Wish I would have seen that first, but oh well, it's okay. Now you guys, we need to make friends with. So, first, an Archotech Eye! Oh, dude, an Archotech Eye! Okay, the Cataphract, you know, there's always another opportunity. An Archotech Eye? There is not. Okay, if we sell our packet survival meals and a few of our pigs, we can afford the Archotech Eye. A steep price, to be certain, but one that I think is very much worth the cost. Also, we have like 1 million herbal medicine, so much so we do not have enough storage for it all. I'm kinda thinking that we should, you know, start doing a little something about that. Let's see. So you know what? We go Medicine, medicine, we do a tiny one. Medicine, medicine, tiny one. Then, let's do storage. Medicine, small rack, boom, boom. Okay. And that still gives us plenty of room for beds, but significantly more storage for all of our herbal medicine. Because we need it. I want every bit of herbal medicine that we have to actually be worth something. I would love to give them some kind of gift. I don't know what they'll accept, though. Currently, nothing. Okay, well. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know what? Let's install it. Now, we are on a hospital bed, and we have a vital center, which is basically just the vitals monitor, but for an entire room. So our chance of success is relatively high. Not to mention it's Kale, who has 17 medical. Boom.
The first are we, the last are we.
So, once Crimson is actually up and awake, you can actually sort of see it. It's really not that invasive. It's basically just like a little mark on her cheek, indicating that she has a special Archotech eye. Oh, yeah. Also, I did use both the call aids for Puppeteer and Crimson. I'm trying to do that just literally on cooldown. Varying success, but still. We still need steel. All of this, and we are still in desperate need of steel. Did anyone turn aggressive randomly? Wow. We have a ton of sky elves going by. I want to make friends with them, but we just barely have anything. There is the imbued death refusal, of which we can do 6 times. But it is going to reduce all of our skills and stuff as well. So what I'm thinking of doing, we have 6 that we can work with. I'm thinking Suki, 1. Anna, 2. Silvermane, 3. 0, 4. At that statue again. Melee is going to become a ghoul, so he doesn't need one. So that right there is 4 shards. But all 4 of our fighters who don't have some other type of effect can revive if the worst comes to pass. Eventually, I would like everybody in the colony to have at least 1 death refusal, but still. Also, Crimson technically already has one, which is another reason I decided to give her the Archotech stuff first. Also, I don't know what the left radius and middle toe is, but we're also going to be doing bioregeneration stuff, because eventually I think we can just drop Glitterworld medicine, so but Crimson has this thing called Second Wind. Upon death, this creature may resurrect itself once enough blood has been absorbed from nearby hemogenic things. Chalky will be giving some of that, and everything else will come from just blood in battle and stuff. Overall, pretty good. So, yeah. Alright, nobody turned aggressive randomly, right? Alright. Good. Let's keep it that way. I like you elves, so let's keep it to where I like you. Oddly enough, I feel like other than the dark elves, which are just guaranteed aggressive, we're kind of doing good with all the elves. Which is funny, because they're very regal. I literally don't think that we can become friends with the dark elves. That's just kind of, it is what it is. But we can permanently be friends with the wood elves. Yeah, no, honestly, we could just be permanently allies with them. The Dryads absolutely hate us because we shot one of their people. But, you know, as long as we don't attack them further, they'll be fine. Something else I also want to find out. This vassalage stuff. Okay, good news. We can't vassalize anybody because they're too far away! Ugh. This one isn't. 25 steel created every day. Really? They aren't too far? That's kind of shocking. So, how do we get vassalage points? You can only vassalize bases that are less than 100 tiles away, or your vassals vassalize more towns. Oh. So you can get a chain reaction kind of deal going on. Interesting. I wonder how you get vassalage points, though. I don't know. Oh, advanced what the heck is a tech friar? The guild member... Oh, I see. He's a researcher. I see. Advanced component drop. It only drops 3 every 60 days? That's kind of... That's not as good as I would like, honestly. How about medicine? We can do... Yes, we can. So we need to be a baron. And it's shockingly not that long of a cooldown for 5 Glitter World medicine. Which I believe Crimson is a baron. Oh, if only I had paid attention to that. I so would have taken that. Alright. It's time to make a difficult decision. 20. Ugh, 75. Okay. So that's 100 plasteel, basically even. We need to make sure that we cannot be backdoored ever. So the best way to do that is to replace our outermost, debatably most easily penetrated walls with plasteel. It is the single best thing that we can use, and we have, for the moment, a lot of it. So, let's reinforce our defenses as much as physically possible, because we're not going to have permanent calm. At some point, there is going to be enemies who want us dead. And the best way to counter that is with walls that can hold them at bay until we can get the jump on them. It's painful, but this is the only wall we need with plasteel. This is the only outer wall we need with plasteel. And then, even if they attack this wall, it's made out of bioferrite, it'll hold for a bit. They get to all of our defenses right here because there's a nice, easy path, so they'll want to come this way. Then, not only do they have to fight through the entirety of this courtyard, they're then funneled again through this little doorway, where then, even if they manage to fight us right here, we have one more turret ready to mow down whoever walks by. If they make it fully into our base, by that point, everyone would have already been dead. However, we have nice, massive hallways just in case the unthinkable happens and they do get inside, because it gives us ample room to fight in. Also, despite the fact that I love this dress on Crimson so much, like, legit, it is my favorite looking dress for her, I'm kind of thinking of making her another dress, which is the... Hang on. This one. And then just making it black. No, wait. No, it is this one. My bad. So, it's a tiny bit more defensive, and apparently it has more social impact. It takes 10 gold and 100 fabric or leather, but it is significantly better. More cold and heat resist, more sharp resist, tiny bit more heat resist. It's just better in every way, and it's not that much more expensive. So I think we're gonna make it for Crimson. However, I want to make it almost exclusively out of Hyperweave. And if not Hyperweave, then I want to make it either out of Whisperweave, which is... give me a second. It's in one of the... Aha! This! Which takes Hyperweave to even make and enhances our psychic abilities. Or just make it out of pure Hyperweave. Either way, it seems good to me. We could also make it out of Comfort Weave, but the thing is, I don't think Comfort Weave is, like, as defensible. It just makes people happier when they're wearing it. Uh-oh. Well, that could be a minor problem, perhaps. Time to test our metal, then. Ho! Oh boy, here we go. Okay, not everybody is here, but that's okay. Oh yeah, we are about to have a heck of a fight. Actually, you know what? Frost Ray. Huh. That worked out pretty well. Ooh. We are still being attacked over here, which is not ideal. Crimson, you can do the Giga Jump as well, right? Crimson, Puppeteer, both of you, do the jump. Okay, right here. Right here. Okay. Don't let him explode this. Nice! Nice! Unfortunately, we did absolutely annihilate our own Medicine Maker Dryad, which is not ideal, but you know what? We have so much medicine right now. I think we'll be just fine. Also, there's a ton of steel over here, so you better believe we're going to go harvest it. Good job, everybody! The blood moon is high,
Yet our silver is not.
let's go solve that. Yippee! Okay, they got 2,000 to work with. They are also our allies, so you know what? I think I'll just take, about everything you got. Let's see, I will take your components. I will take your steel. You don't have any plasteel, which is fine. That's pretty much it. That's all they really have. The DU composite steel could be nice. You know what? The tempered steel we actually do need a little bit of. So, in exchange for the rest of our herbal medicine, we shall make a trade. Now, we do have a lot of fuel to work with, so I'm not, like, too afraid. Let's see. Now, we can go trade with Combato. Alright, what you got? Boop, 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 boop. So, 600. So, we're doing really well as far as silver goes. Now, I will take your plasteel. I will also take your gold. And I will take your components as well. Alright, good enough for me. Now we refuel from cargo, And we have more than enough to go home. Wait for it. And back home we go. Man, the passenger shuttle is like the best thing ever. Oh, I love the passenger shuttle. We're not home for 3 seconds and something goes wrong. Well, to be fair, we had such a long time with like nothing happening where we were just able to do our thing. Yeah, it seems like it's about time for things to start getting out of control. A second infestation has arrived. So, alrighty. Here we go. They're spawning in our not quite prepared food room. So honestly, this is kind of best case scenario. Everybody is on the way. They're digging. That's not ideal. You know, I wonder. I wonder. Okay. Now, let's move back. You got this, Zero. You got it. You just gotta move backwards. Oh my god, they cut her off. Okay. That was cheap. Huh. That actually makes it significantly harder. That is far from ideal. Silvermane is trying to shoot through a wall. Alright, you know what? Fine, Frost Ray. Just do it. That did help with most of them, but it is not a pure deal. Okay, which one is our heal from afar? Because I know Crimson has one. We just have a lot of abilities. Okay, yeah, this is a little trickier than I would like. I also don't know why Crimson is not able to use any kind of range thing, but that's okay. If Zero can just get out of here, then we're gonna be in business. Okay, well. Alright. She's tended to. Crimson, get out of there. We want them to come to us. Let's see if Crimson can actually get out of there. Zero is completely stabilized. Okay, now... Yikes. Okay, yeah, so Zero is super, super beat up, but not dead. Oh, good. Hemogen Hunter decides to go off right now. Okay, there is still creatures in there, so let's do... Oh, we don't have Quail set to fight. That's my bad. Alright, Quail, get in there. Start attacking. Puppeteer, let's have you do a creature bite on one of them. Let's see how this goes. Huh. It's an interesting way to kill. Okay, Ruby Jr. is saving Zero. One more hive. And we have successfully fended off the insects. Yeah, after they started digging, I kinda didn't want to give them an opportunity, so unfortunately we did have to take a really nasty fight there. But hey, nobody died. Once again, poor Zero has been, beaten up quite badly because of a fight, but you know what? It's okay. We're not dead yet. We need ourselves another puppet. After all, simply having one is far from enough. Doesn't have enough bioferrite. What are you talking about, man? There's literally 60 right here, and it takes 60. You are just lying to me. There we go. Even though literally nothing changed. All right. So, let us bring forth another puppet. What are you? A baseliner, huh? Fine. That's not too bad. Well, in that case, your brain is... right, we have to... why do we have to capture people first? It's such a... blah, whatever. Alright, what we're also gonna do is I'm gonna do Void Provocation, because believe it or not, I think that we need... hang on, who else is... Kale. We need a little bit of progress, and if we're not gonna get it naturally, I am going to force this frickin' pillar to show up. Ideally. I guess we'll see. Now, Mr. Puppeteer. Brain. And following that, it is time... not that one. Aha!
You belong to me now.
Ugh. What is this? New anointed cheese. Oh, we took their leader? We just stole that faction's leader. Okay. Sure, yeah, that's totally normal, yeah. Huh. Okay. I mean, you know, that's one way to do it. Speaking of, how'd our psychic ritual go? Seemingly it went okay. Alright, I guess we're just waiting now. So, yeah, we do need someone to come pick you both up. Kale, you're playing billiards, come rescue. Melee, come rescue. There we go. And we will deal with that when we get up. Surprisingly, Quail is still good to go. Oh, dude, would you believe it? A mysterious obelisk has crashed nearby. The obelisk hums with putrid psychic energy. You do not know what it will do. Oh, it's inside our walls! Dude, it's perfect. Oh my goodness. It's literally in the perfect spot!
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
It is literally in the perfect spot. Oh, you couldn't ask for it to be in a better spot. Oh my goodness. And because we just got the Twisted Monument, you now have enough knowledge of dark phenomenon to fully awaken the Void Monolith, opening a two-way conduit to the Void. Be warned, once you begin awakening the Void Monolith, there is no going back. So, there is a thing that we can do that we did in the Sally playthrough. And, funny enough, it was Crimson who did it, but she chose the good route. Hear me out. What if we chose the other route? It's going to be dangerous, so we're not going to do it right now, but it is on the table, and it's something that is very well worth knowing. It would also mean that Crimson is literally immortal forever. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Also, before I forget, I know, a lot of alsos. Suki! I mentioned potentially being a static lord. That's not what was requested. It was dark or cryo. Since Cryo is now taken, I decided to make Suki a Night Stalker, obviously, and a Necropath. So, what Necropath does? Word of Fear, you make people afraid. Steal Vitality, you steal some of their stuff. Life Rot, apparently, it just makes them real sick and they don't feel too good. Paralysis Pulse, you can guess what that does. Ghost Walk, which basically makes it so that we can just walk through walls. Pretty cool. Corpse Talk. Target a corpse to temporarily appropriate the victim's skills to make up for the caster's deficiencies. So, just steal somebody's skills for a bit. Consume Bodies. We can strip remaining life force from nearby humanoid corpses as a permanent stacking buffer to neural heat. Then we have Death Shield, which prevents them from dying. Afterwards, they can die from accumulated wounds or any other damage. So it's basically a cheat death. We have 1 day to fix everything, but if we don't, they just die. Resurrect. By sacrificing a natural finger, we're able to imitate the effects of a Resurrector mech serum. It's not effective if they've degraded, but oh well. And of course, Enthrall. You can reanimate a corpse for a day. Then, Silverbane! Since he's basically done with the Warlord path, because all of the rest of this is melee, he is now going down the Protector path, which basically, more healing, more immunity, boost up characters. This one is crazy. Regrow limbs. Lasts a full day, but they regrow any limbs. Pretty good, I'd say. Pain block, pretty good. Stabilize, so we now have 3 characters who can stop bleeding. Overshield, which basically makes it so that we just get to place a shield. Skip Shield, which makes it so all projectiles for a little bit are just ignored, basically. Invisibility, that's pretty good for getting out of a pinch. And Guardian Skip Barrier. All damage? Nah. So yeah, that's pretty solid. We got a few options. Oh yeah, also Rare Thrumbos showed up. They're both males, but if we can get one, that'd be pretty cool. The Sio tribe has decided to come. Okay, why not? We'll see what they want, and maybe we can even do a little bit of trading. Wouldn't you agree? Now, we want honor, because I want to get Puppeteer his very own weapon. Ideally, we're able to do that before the episode is over. Oh, Solar Flare, great. Oh yeah, that reminds me. The Twisted Obelisk, would you believe it, does actually have a waifu variant. However, the pillars, I would argue, are the lewdest out of all the potential, you know, waifus. So I'm not actually gonna show it, but I will link the mod in case you want to go check it out yourself. It's not like, you know, straight up, you know, lewd, so to speak. But it's certainly on the higher end of the spectrum for this mod, which is why I just never had it. But, that's okay. Was this the last entity? No. But it certainly got close, didn't it? Goodness, it really got close. I'm really glad we've never encountered this one. This one, I think, will just be a problem regardless. I don't remember what this one is, actually. And this one, I'm just going to reveal it now. I did get a request that we should keep one waifu. And spoiler, this one is the one that we kept. Obviously, the golden cube as well, but as far as creatures go, you know. But we'll see it when we see it. For now, it is nothing but a little mention of it. Okay. Also, turning all this into greenery, going pretty well. We've almost got an entire full patch to work with. It's slow, but it's pretty good, and it's within the safety of our walls. We can only study the pillar every 2 days, so it's gonna be a while, but Master Melee, your transformation draws near. No way, dude! Zero actually tamed one of them! Dude, what is it? A 2.4% chance? And we genuinely just tamed a Thrumbo. Are you serious? Train it to do everything. I cannot believe we tamed a Thrumbo! That is my very first Thrumbo ever. I have legitimately never tamed a Thrumbo before. Oh, that's so exciting! Now, I was warned that apparently Thrumbos eat like a mudda. So that is something to keep note of. But it's okay. We can make do. What does it eat, anyway? What do Thrumbos eat? I probably should have looked into that a little bit more. But look, we can also get Thrumbo fur! Dude. Vegetable seeds, plants, trees, processed foods. Oh my goodness, they can just do everything. Okie dokie then. Yeah, why not? Let's just have a Thrumbo. Alright. Oh boy. A visitor is approaching. He wants to talk. You know, we need so much steel that I don't think I want you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. But I will hear what you have to say first. He seems very tired. He has to stay at least until he recovers his strength. See, here's the thing, though. We kind of want all of our steel. Fine. But here's the deal. You are getting assigned to untrusted. Oh, yeah, by the way, we need to change these. There we go. Fine. But you're untrusted. You do not get access to anything. Also, Crimson called him a wasp. I don't know what that means. But okay, then. Let's see. Do we have anything steel on the map that we could just transmute right now? We could do slag and stuff, right? Oh! I don't know if these would really count. Can you do it on this? You can! Okay, maybe we can get a little bit of use out of you after all. You turned it into a plasteel urn? Okay, that could be interesting. Also, investigation of the obelisk has revealed some information. It is an archnotechnological device, and it can make you corrupt. Yeah, spooky stuff. I already spent that. I don't know why I was checking. Also, Puppeteer, right? He is done with his Psycast tree. Other than degrade. But I remember this being brought up in the Discord, and I'm gonna be honest, I kinda wanna do it. Chronopath. It takes years off of your life to cast very powerful spells. He is a vampire. Years don't matter. I need to double check and see what Puppeteer actually requested as a second one, though. But if I can't find anything, then we're gonna do Chronopath. Obelisk Mutation. Funny enough, it is with melee. Flesh Whip. Wait a minute, is that... Wait. Is that actually just the one that we're going for? Hang on. Okay. Literally, without even needing to go for it, we immediately got the Flesh Whip, okay? We just need one more. Maybe the lungs, too. And then, like, we're good. Okay, yeah, sure. Melee just getting the best possible ghoul thing that was asked for. Without me even needing to try for it. We haven't even studied it enough to force it to do that. Hey, I ain't gonna say no. Also, we do have a nuclear stomach ready to go for Master Melee as well. So, basically what I'm hearing is, we're going to have literally the perfect ghoul in our midst. Also, here's something of note. If we do get a stranger who has that one, effect where he, like, doesn't need to eat or whatever it is, I'm just saying, we make him into a ghoul, and I think we got the 2 Giga Ghouls that we could ever want, ever. Ah, another round of mysterious cargo. Alright, yeah, sure, why not? Oh, are you serious? Another golden cube? That's not ideal. We can get 2 golden cubes? Oh, that actually kind of sucks. Well... Okay, golden cube time it is. That's interesting. So, how many golden cubes can you have of... Okay, I imagine what it is. You can have 1 golden cube on the map at a time. That's probably what it is. Alright, well. Golden cube time. She's back. We're about to get a whole lot of sculptures, I think. Also, because so much of this is now fertile, what I'm doing is everything that is fertile, I'm just planting Neutroa leaf. That way we can actually have some legit medicine. Then, it's a little janky, but right here, what we're doing is I'm just making a little itty-bitty medical center in case it looks like we're not going to make it back to our real facility. And ideally, that's, you know, just going to be good enough. That way we can patch everybody up right here. They're good to go. A little bit of time to not die. Then we bring them to the big bad boy hospital. Of which, not only do they get more immunity gain, they have a higher chance for surgery, higher tending, and they also get 10% immunity gain speed because of the drips, and they only have a 36% chance for infection because of all the floors that I've put in. So, overall, pretty good. We also do have a bunch of sterile walls, so most of our silver is gone, but you know what? It's worth it because it creates an even more sterile environment. So there's going to be a very real chance that in the far, 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 far future, we just won't have to worry about diseases. And even if we get them, we'll have so much immunity gain speed that ideally we should just be fine. Why are we not finishing these, fellas? Fine, let's cancel that one, and Ruby Jr. can work on the other one, huh? We gotta finish this final sculpture, that way we can finally be fully upgraded. Also, the amount of unfinished stuff is starting to bother me. People just don't want to finish what they're doing. Why'd we put the golden cube in here? Why is that the case? There you go. No more golden cube in there. I am still waiting to finish augmenting Melee, by the way. We did get him a flesh stomach, but when we took it out, it just removed his stomach altogether, so I put the nuclear stomach in a little bit early. That does mean that Melee has a higher chance to get cancer now, but ideally, that's not gonna happen before we're able to turn him into a ghoul. Oh, an anima sprout. That's cool. Yeah, I'll take that. So, yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with the progress we made in this episode. We got the Twisted Pillar. We already got a good mutation. We got 2 Archotech limbs. And we have just a ton of stuff overall. Where's this mad turtle? He's after Puppeteer. Of course he is. Oh, Puppeteer's not messing around, though. 1 hit, 2 hits, turtle down. You know what? We need to become more self-sufficient. Do you know how we're going to do that? Well, let me tell you. We need to get a mechanoid! Break it! It's gonna take a while. But, we need to study mechanoids in order to get the full power of the recycling. So, the only way to do that... Ugh! Painful! Painful! Why did it explode? Oh, it's so painful. Ugh! Where are my boys? Come to me, boys. Alright, now help me put this fire out. Puppeteer is probably going to want to run away from this. Luckily, that mechanoid transponder is immune to fire, or else we would be in a fair bit of trouble. Whew! Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Puppeteer. I know that must have been absurdly painful, but that's okay. Now, because I know how much Chalky loves mechanoid waifus, you're gonna be the one to decrypt this thingadoodad. Oh yeah, also our creepo joiner left, so... Oh no! I mean, we have no reason not to save this guy, right? Who's nearby? Bartos! Come rescue Babak. We shall nurse him back to health. Then we will send him on his way. He also has a marble club. I don't want that. What the... Babak has recovered and decided to leave. Buddy, we haven't even put you in a medical bed yet. Oh, but they're gonna auto-walk him all the way over to this one. Is he gonna survive? He will now. Okay, so... Mech... what's it called? You still have it on you? Hang on. So, we know what that is. Mechanator ship. Oh, right. This is how we do it. Okay. So, they're gonna drop down on us. We're gonna fight them. Then we go get the remains of a mechanator, which then allows us to summon the mechanoids so that we can harvest them. Okay. So a couple Millitors, a couple Scythers. Overall, nothing too terribly bad, but we do just need to be on the lookout. Hey, Twisted Obelisk is ready to be used again.
Melee, come make yourself into something so much greater.
Mechanoid attack! They're coming to assault the colony! Oh no! Honestly, this kind of works out for us. Hang on a minute. I'm like really okay with this. Alright, everybody into position. Because here they come. Okay, let's see how our turrets do. Oh, game really did not like what just happened. Okay. Scyther taking some big damage. Anna unable to see it. Okay. First one down. Crimson got shot by our own autocannon. That's what happened. God. Okay. Crimson. Cannot coagulate yourself, right? Alright. You know what? Crimson, go ahead and just, like, take a minute. Otherwise, Chalky's gonna lose a whole lot of blood. Then, we are going to go for firing focus. Okay. Quail, just wait for them to get a bit closer. Alright, now start going for it. Yuya, you're over here. Zero, right here. Suki, here. Friesen, right here. And then we'll take care of the rest as we go. Okay, Melee got another... It tried to mutate Melee, but failed. It went for the stomach again. Unfortunate. Okay, Raisin, step out of the way. Both of you go help out Quail. Okay, this is the only one that's still alive. Ooh, there is still a Scyther, actually. Oh, friendly fire galore. Oh, yeah. Woo! Well, you know what? Quest complete. Now, Mr. Chucky. Where's this mech link? Okay, we get that. This. Chucky. Come extract that mech link. Okay, now... Yippee! We are also going to get a lifter for free. However, we don't want that lifter. What the... Where even is it? Oh, there it is. God, barely recognizable to me. You know, I know I'm in the minority on this. I don't like how the base mechanoid looks. Genuinely, I just think that the waifu mechanoids are, again, in my opinion, just so much better. Like, they're color-coded, they have very clean, precise figures, so you can tell them at a distance. I don't know, funny enough, not even full-blown because of the waifu element, I just prefer the waifu mechanoids because it's so much easier to tell, for me, what they actually are at a glance. And I know I'm weird about that, but alas, it is what it is. Oh! Wow, you can sell a Thrumbo for almost 3K. I feel like they should be worth way more than that, but what are you gonna do? That's fine. You know what? I'm just gonna... What? There we go. Just sell 1,000 bioferrite. Why not? We can afford it. Composite stonework. Let's just go ahead and sell all that. We do still have the Psylink that I'm going to hold on to for the moment. Herbal medicine, we have a ton. We could spare 200 and still be extremely comfortable. Sentience catalyst is interesting, but I want that gold. And that'll be it. Thank you very They're already our ally. Hang on. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. If they weren't already our ally, I would have done the bigger trade, but we don't really need to. So, I think I gotta change around how this little area is, because, wow, friendly fire against our melees, not good. Very, very, very bad. So I'm gonna need to swap some things around, I think. Okay, I think the premise should still be just about the same. I like the idea of big turrets being up here at the top, but maybe having one at the side and... Yeah, you know what? Having one here at the side, bad idea. So here's what we're gonna do instead. We're currently out of components, but whatever. I am going to place one right here, and then we are going to break down a little bit of this. Break. Okay. So now, this autocannon will have a straight shot. We're going to break this one, and then all of our people are just going to stand right here from now on, because that was way too much friendly fire. In hindsight, should I have seen it coming? Yes, absolutely, but it is what it is. Now, this is, you know, the thing about the RimWorld series is, man, it feels like, for this particular series of RimWorld, we're both making absolutely zero progress and a lot of progress at the same time. So, what I'm going to do, we are going to be calling it right here. However, I think what I'm going to do next episode is I am going to do basically a big hypercut. I'm going to be playing for a long time and just showing the best of the best, because we just need progress. It is like... Our progress is, again, slow, but very steady. I want big progress episode. We feel, seemingly, have been stagnating. Which, you know, I also understand that that's just kind of part of, the royal ending. That's just kind of how it goes. But still, I want to make some big progress. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And in the next one, Melee finally becomes a full-fledged ghoul. We have so many upgrades waiting for Melee. And if we... When did this happen? Okay, Melee, you want to become a ghoul? We're gonna do it right now, before we even finish the episode. Alright. Melee, you're a ghoul now. Okie dokie. Dude, what is the luck of that? Wait a minute. Legit, 2 out of 3 mutations is all it needed. Or no, it was 4. Yeah, it was 4. Because we got the flesh whip on the first one, then the stomach, then it tried to do a stomach again, then it got a flesh whip. That's insane, bro. That is, like, actually one of the best possible situations we could have had for Melee to become a ghoul. Alright. I mean, Okay, hang on a minute. Because Melee can still be affected by Toxic. do we want to make some toxic lungs first? Hang on, can we do... Okay, so he is at risk if we start taking a bunch of toxic. But you know what? There really isn't a whole lot of toxic to worry about on this map, so I think it's actually going to be okay. I think it's going to be okay. If we were, you know, somewhere where toxic fallouts and all that sort of stuff happens a little more frequently, then yeah, I would have wanted to do that first. I need to change your haircut. That is... The game did you so dirty, Melee. Oh my goodness, the game did you so dirty. That is unfortunate. Now, what we're gonna do, ghoul plating, ghoul barbs, adrenal heart, labor cortex, bioferrous eye, and that's it. So, we're gonna let Melee go eat. We're also just going to put all of his stuff away. Okay. Yum. Ooh, and that fully fed him. Dude. We don't even, like, need to give Melee bodies because the frickin' flesh mass nucleus is just gonna feed Melee on its own. Look at how much food is here for Melee. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. You couldn't have asked for a better situation. Let's do a work command. Now, operate on Melee. Let's get this man fully upgraded and ready to go. And then we'll end the episode. Nice. That was the ghoul plating. Okay, now we're coming with the ghoul barbs. Boop. Okay, that was the barbs. Next up is the adrenal heart. I know Kale is getting really tired, but you know what? We still got time. Boom. Dude, he had so many upgrades just waiting. Okay, now is the labor cortex, which means Melee is still going to be able to do extremely light work. Boom. And now, just the eyes. So let me see. Melee. Oh, I guess you'll just kind of do it on your own. Okay, I guess I can't really schedule to do it, so meh, whatever. It'll be fine. Okay, now just the eyes, and then you are good to go. We are also going to let Kale go to bed as soon as she gets those eyes installed. Wait for it. Here she comes. Kale? Where are you going? Oh, solar flare. That's great. Okay, and... go to bed. Now, who else is... medical of 3? Oh, Bartaz, you're pretty good at it. Give Melee his other eye, please, and thank you. And then Melee is going to be out for just a tad, but that's okay. Look at all these upgrades, dude. Melee is, like, more upgraded than basically everyone except for Crimson and Puppeteer. Ah, this is exactly what we've been waiting for. What is taking you guys so long? Bartaz, what are you doing? Why are you coming all the way out here for the eye? Why are we storing stuff over here? Guys! Are you serious? Oh my... dude. Whatever, it's fine. At least we didn't lose anything. And we did make some hexa crystals. They don't degrade anyway, so whatever. Solar flare is still in full effect, which is annoying, but oh well. And here we go. Melee is now completely and utterly ready to go. Oh my god, he looks terrifying. Yeah, that's an upgraded ghoul, alright. I have a feeling he's gonna be very, very good. 2 flesh whips. The Bioferrous eyes give him, in total, plus 6 melee accuracy, so he is not gonna miss. The ghoul plating makes him take half damage. The ghoul barbs make him deal 50% more damage. And the adrenal heart make him move and attack faster. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And with the terrifying Master Melee on screen, I will see you in the next one. Like I said, we're gonna do a big cut of next episode because, oh my god, I want to make a ton of progress, and it just feels like we're not, even though we are, but we're not, because we're going for the royal ending, and we need a bunch of honor, and a lot of their quests are just really stupid. Also, I think I mentioned this before, I like that the golden cube itself has open eyes, whereas the statues do not. Small detail, but I like it. Bye.